This year, AI video has gotten extremely good. And I don't mean this is interesting looking for AI. It's actually so good that you can't even tell most of the time if something is created with AI or not. It could create shots that look cinematic. It follows camera directions that you give it in plain text. And I've been testing AI models since 2023. And this is the first year where most clips that I create are so close to the real thing that only experts, or if you really put them under the magnifying glass, you could tell what the real one is versus the fake one. So for this video, I'm gonna focus on the top AI video models, and I'm gonna do it inside a platform called Artlist. Artlist gives you access to the very best AI image models, to the very best AI video models, AI voiceover models, and they have a ton of other things available on this platform. And I've covered them on this channel many times. I've actually partnered with them many times on this channel covering all the different things. But the reason why I picked them for this video is AI video models, there's a lot of them, right? And some of them are good with one prompt, but not a different prompt. So this lets you use the best one and compare really easily side by side. And I have a ton of different comparisons I wanna show you. So I'm gonna jump into here. Here's the prompt box in Artlist. Now I'm gonna show you a ton of different prompts and we're gonna compare all the top models here too. And I'll put a link to Artlist in the description below this video if you want to jump in and try out for yourself. And they also have the top image model. So on this tab, you could actually turn a prompt into an image. Images could also be turned into a video as well. The video tab will turn text into a video. So you got a couple options. I'll show you some examples here. Now, also down here, you'll see if I click here, these are gonna be the top AI models available. We're gonna go through some of the top ones and then we'll compare them individually and against each other. Then you'll see some other settings for aspect ratio, if they're gonna generate audio. Some video models can also generate audio, how long the duration of each clip will be. That's gonna be different, again, depending on different models. And then I'll talk about some other settings like improving your prompts and then using image prompting as well. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do here is I wanna show you what different models are really good at, because some models are gonna be good at being cinematic, some are gonna be good at being realistic. So I wanna show you my favorite models for each of those things. And then we'll go ahead and compare those. So I'll compare everything again for realism, for motion, for prompt accuracy, and for the overall feel of what I'm gonna get out of these models here. The first one I wanna show you here is called Veo 3.1. Now, Veo 3.1, in my opinion, is the best one when it comes to cinematic looking footage. And this is the one that is created by Google. And my prompt is cinematic medium shot of a woman walking down a rainy street. And then a lot of times I'll put other things here to have it follow my prompt very clearly. Now, you could use other tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to ask for a prompt or for it to refine your prompt. Another option you have is you could use something simple here, and then they have this option in Artlist called auto prompt. So this will take a basic prompt or even a more elaborate prompt and make it even better. Now, it's added a lot more detail. It's even described what sound should be in this clip. This clip does have audio included, or in this case, I'll just use this simple prompt here, and then I'll use it across different models so you could see the difference too when we do some comparison. The other option you have is down here, you could actually change the aspect ratio. So 16:9, obviously that is the way you watch YouTube videos and it's the normal format. So cinematic videos typically look like this, but if you're doing YouTube Shorts or if you're doing vertical videos for TikTok, Instagram, this is the version obviously you want to choose. The duration can be changed. This is going to be different from model to model, but Veo could go all the way up to 8 seconds. Now I'm gonna do a 6-second clip. You could choose audio or no audio. I'll generate audio so I can show you what that looks like. You could change your resolution. So if you want a 4K clip, you could actually get that. But a lot of times I'll choose 1080p. And negative prompt is if you want to exclude things specifically from your video, you could say that. Let's say you wanted a sky, but you didn't want clouds. You could exclude clouds as part of a negative prompt. That's pretty much all you need to do for prompting here. And then you could send this out. Okay, this turned out really good. Now, Veo is great for cinematic shots. This looks extremely cinematic, something straight out of a movie. And it also followed all the details of the prompt. Shallow depth of field, for example, or where the background is a little bit out of focus. Subtle handheld, but not too much. Dramatic lighting. And you could see all that is being shown in this clip. This also has sound, and if you don't like it, and there is one thing I notice here with the way the eye looks at the camera here, I think it looks a little bit AI generated, so you could just click on recreate and it will recreate a new clip for you. And if you do like it, you could press upscale, that will give you the 4K version here, and then you could download them directly from here, and you could organize them into folders and favorite them, because a lot of times with different AI platforms, they might be in a different app, right? You might create this inside of Gemini, for example, create one inside of Sora. But with Artlist, you will have them all in one place. So it's a nice way to organize things all in the same app. Now, let me show you another model here. This time, I'm going to choose Sora 2 Pro. So Sora is created by OpenAI, and this model is a fantastic model for realism. It also does have a cinematic look to it, but this is the one where I want the most realistic looking footage. This is the one I'm going to choose. If I want cinematic, I'm going to choose Veo for the most part. Now, aspect ratio could also be selected here. This can go up to 12 seconds, so a little bit longer than Veo. This one does not have audio, and you could change the aspect ratio. But again, you could see 4K is not one of the options with Sora 2 Pro. But Sora 2 Pro is a fantastic model from OpenAI, and I'm gonna go ahead and send this one out. Now, here's the result from Sora 2 Pro. I actually think it turned out pretty cinematic, and I realized I did put the word cinematic in here, and it's pretty much on par with the Veo model in that cinematic feel, and it also feels pretty real, and he decided to do it in slow motion. I could obviously change that and then recreate it, change my prompt and say, you know, regular speed or not slow motion, and then get a different one. But I mean, if you look at the background, this is, I mean, really, really good. Now, the next one I want to show you is Kling. Now, Kling I find to be really great for people. So if you have people in your shot, this is the model you may want to test out. Now, the O3 model is the one I'm going to choose. I like this one the best, but Kling 3.0 is also fantastic. Now, they also have Kling 2.6 Pro. They have Kling 2.5 Pro. But if you want the very best, it's between these two, Kling 03 and Kling 3.0. So let's go ahead and choose this one here. And with Kling, again, I could have different aspect ratio. This one also has a square option available. This could actually go all the way up to 15 seconds, so much longer. Let's actually do an 8-second clip here. You could also have audio for this one, and they have two different qualities here. I want to set it to Pro. I want the best quality here, and we'll send this out. Okay, Kling has created something really, really good. I specifically like Kling for the motion. I mean, look at this running motion right here. And this character looks pretty good. There are a few times, if you pay attention to the eyes, you might notice that this is AI generated. But again, this is on my first roll, and it followed my prompt. It feels real. It looks real. That's definitely a win here for Kling. The next one I wanted to show you is called Hailuo 2.3. This model is actually really good for any type of product shots, really great for animations, and it's actually good at expressive characters too. Now, this one is a little bit more limited on what you could choose here, but I'll show you what this ends up looking like, and this could also go up to 10 seconds. Let's do a 6-second clip with this one. Those are the top 4, and I mentioned the strength for each one, but a lot of times it's worth comparing 2 or 3 different outputs against each other, and I'll do a comparison coming up here. The couple ones I haven't mentioned here, Grok Imagine. This one is not as good as the other ones, but it will give you really fast outputs. Now, you also have LTX 2.0 Pro. So those really are the top models. And there's this one model called Seedance. Now, Seedance 2.0 is the model that is coming to Artlist very shortly. That is an unbelievable model that is not available for testing. But if you do see it when you are watching this video, that might move up to the very top of the list. In the demos that I've seen so far, it does even beat out Veo 3.1 as far as cinematic and realistic looking footage. So that one is worth exploring once it does get rolled into Artlist, which should be very soon. Now, before I compare all the models side by side, I also want to show you this other workflow. Is actually my preferred workflow. So far, what I've shown you is turning a text prompt into a video. The other workflow, which you could also do in Artlist, is type in a prompt here in the image tab in the AI toolkit here, and then choose a model that is an image model, which are going to be completely different models for generating images than generating videos. So Nano Banana 2 is a new model from Google. It's extremely good. Nano Banana Pro also very comparable, also very good. You have Dream. This one is fantastic tool. This is the same maker. It's called ByteDance. They actually made TikTok, but they also created that Dance one that I showed you that's coming soon. Artlist also has their original model that came out, which also has a set of different styles you could choose from. So lots of different options available for this. And again, you could generate images, maybe 4, 5, 6 different images from 6 different models, and then pick the best one. Right now, let me just show you Nano Banana Pro for this one. And this is the same one I used for the Veo 3.1 in the beginning of the video. So I'll choose that option. You could also get multiple images from the same model too, and you could change the aspect ratio. In this case, I want a 16:9 video, so I'm going to choose a 16:9 photo, but photos do give you a lot more aspect ratio to choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and send this out here. Now, here's one of the images that it generated for me. And to turn it into a video, it's really simple. I could just press generate video here, and then it moves me to the video tab. And then I could choose the video model of my choice. So I'll choose Veo 3.1 again, and then I'll go ahead and send this out. But the nice thing about this is images are much faster and much cheaper to create. They just take less credit. And you know exactly how this is going to go. The video model put the camera behind the person. This is putting the camera in front of the person. So now I know this is how the shot's going to start. Makes it a lot easier for me to decide if this is what I want or not. Maybe generate an image, maybe describe that in the prompts, put the camera behind the person, and then generate the image and turn it into a video. That's why I like it as a more efficient workflow than turning a text prompt into a video. Turn a text prompt into an image and then the image into a video. And now here is that image turned into that 6-second video, and it looks great. Obviously a different angle than the one we got from a text prompt, but it followed all the directions here. You have the rain, you have the reflection. The eyes look pretty good here. The movement looks great. Rain looks natural. Spelling in the background is good. Yeah, it followed everything exactly right. Okay, now let me test the models here side by side, and I'll use the same prompt and we'll do several different tests. The first one I want to test is, for the first prompt, cinematic realism test. And I'll use this prompt for this one. And the top 4 models that I mentioned here, we'll use Veo, we'll use Sora, we'll use Kling, and we'll also use Hailuo. And I'll put all 4 here on screen with the label on which is which. Again, this is going to be subjective, but for cinematic realism, I think Veo 3.1 wins this one. For the second one, I want to do a human motion test with this prompt here. A man in a dark suit jogging through a modern office lobby with some details here on what I want, because I want to make sure it follows the prompt correctly with all these details. So again, I'm going to use the same models here and send it out for all 4. Now for this one, it's a clear winner. Kling has the most natural movement. The other models didn't really do a good job here. Now for this next one, I want to do a storytelling test to see how well it tells a story from a prompt. And this is a young chef in a small restaurant preparing dishes. And we'll send these out. Okay, for storytelling on how a dish comes together here at a restaurant, I think Veo 3.1 is the winner here, but again, this one is really close. And for this one, let's do a product ad test, because a lot of people are going to use these video tools to turn it into a commercial or something they could use for their business. This is going to be a luxury watch on a black stone surface, dramatic side lighting. Okay, all 4 of these look unbelievable. This one's a really hard one. I think I'm going to give this one to Sora 2 Pro. So if you're doing your own test, these are the things I would pay attention to. Does the motion feel natural? Do the eyes look natural? And does the lighting feel believable? And does the subject stay consistent from frame to frame throughout the whole clip? And then decide, is the shot actually usable? Because a lot of times, especially if you use a lower model, you may have to try more than once to get a shot that you're going to use in your real project. Now, if this is your introduction to AI video models, definitely come back to Artlist. Dance 2.0 is coming out. I think you're going to be really impressed when you get access to this one, and definitely check out some of these other AI video models. AI voiceover is also impressive, and they are working on something called Artlist Studio. So this is going to be the first true AI production platform to give you control in every stage, right? Not just creating clips and then using another software to maybe edit them together. this is going to let you do a lot more than what we could do right now inside of AI video platforms. So I'll make a video about this as well as soon as it comes out. I also made this video here where I compared all the top image and video models all in the same video.